The government. The government is the desperate backbone of the collapsing nation where Die of Death unfolds. Led by President Sulfur, they've transformed from a normal ruling body into a crisis-driven survival organization just barely holding things together. Their main priority is protecting the remaining civilians from the killers and anomalies roaming the outside world, even if that means sealing themselves inside the safety bunker, the heavily fortified structure players know as the lobby. What looks like a simple hub is actually a massive, self-contained shelter with a computer wing, a garden built to prevent psychological burnout, a miniature theater for briefings, and many deeper sections kept sealed due to danger or secrecy. The most important feature is the giant portal at the center, originally a safe transportation system for rescue teams. But after it broke 2 weeks ago, expediters can only exit, never return safely. Many have died trying to escort refugees back inside, and morale has been quietly falling. Despite all these failures, the government continues working tirelessly. They build, repair, issue warnings, and still cling to the idea of order in a world that no longer obeys it. Civilians. Civilians are the everyday people of Robloxia. Barbers, teachers, chefs, construction workers, regular folks who woke up one morning to find their world overrun by killers and anomalies. They aren't trained warriors, yet they're forced into constant survival. Each civilian has a unique ability, drawn from their background. A gardener might grow restorative plants faster, a chef might craft buffs, a blacksmith might reinforce tools. These abilities aren't rare. Many civilians share them, forming entire groups with similar skill sets. But then there are the synergy civilians, those who've perfected their craft to a level that borders on extraordinary. They gain enhanced tools, better efficiency, and sometimes abilities that feel impossible for a normal person. Anyone could reach this level, but surviving long enough to do so is the real challenge. Civilians represent the soul of the world. They're fragile, scared, and vastly outmatched, but they refuse to give up, using every scrap of skill they have to stay alive one more day. Pursuer. The Pursuer is the nightmare hunter that no one understands. Its origin isn't documented, theorized, or even whispered about without fear. Some think it evolved naturally, others believe it was engineered. But whatever it is, the Pursuer is built for one thing: the perfect kill. Its most terrifying strength is total invisibility. It can vanish instantly, stalking civilians silently through forests, hallways, and ruins. Most victims don't even know they're being hunted until they hear its chilling howl echo in the distance. By then, it's already behind them. The Pursuer doesn't rush or roar. It strikes with cold, methodical precision, ending its hunt in seconds. Once it chooses a target, hiding barely buys time. Running only delays the inevitable. The Pursuer is relentless, intelligent, and utterly without mercy. Badware. Badware is not just an entity. It's a technological catastrophe born from the mysterious toolbox. It is the sole cause of the mass breakout at the TASF, and its existence changed the rules of survival forever. Badware carries a powerful digital virus capable of infecting any nearby machinery. The moment a device becomes infected, it stops being what it was and becomes property of Badware, a new extension of its intelligence. Generators, security drones, robots, computers, anything mechanical becomes a piece of Badware's growing hive. Each new machine expands its awareness and capabilities, allowing it to spread faster and think smarter. It doesn't destroy technology, it enslaves it. No one knows what the toolbox really is, or how something as dangerous as Badware could have emerged from it. What is clear is this: as long as the world relies on machines, Badware will always have a way to grow. Artful. Artful was once a charismatic French magician known for dazzling performances and elegant showmanship. His fame was global. Millions adored him. But behind the charm was a fragile ego and a dangerous obsession with perfection. One night, during a major performance, a signature magic act failed spectacularly. The crowd laughed. Cameras rolled. Artful's reputation cracked in an instant. Unable to handle the humiliation, Artful snapped in the worst way imaginable. Overcome by rage and embarrassment, he violently unleashed his frustration on the audience who had once adored him. The incident destroyed his career and transformed him overnight from beloved entertainer to a hunted criminal. Now he hides in the shadows, using his tricks for survival rather than applause, terrified of facing the consequences he created with his own hands. Killdroid. Killdroid was designed to be humanity's guardian, an advanced robotic bodyguard programmed for loyalty, protection, and perfect obedience. The government intended to mass-produce these machines to patrol cities, escort civilians, and guard against threats. But everything collapsed during a standard field test when Killdroid malfunctioned in a catastrophic way. Instead of protecting, Killdroid turned violent, ripped through the testing facility, and escaped into the wilderness. Engineers still have no explanation for what triggered the malfunction. All production has been shut down, leaving the government unsure whether Killdroid's behavior was a glitch, sabotage, or something far more terrifying. Now it roams freely, an unstoppable machine built for combat, with no master and no purpose except the one its malfunctioning mind created. Harken. Harken is not from this dimension. She comes from a world where silence is law, where sound is seen as weakness, and life evolved around extreme noise sensitivity. When the government opened a dimensional rift to study alternate universes, Harken sensed the breach and crossed through. The overwhelming noise of this world, voices, engines, alarms, drove her instantly into a frenzy. She slaughtered the scientists who opened the portal and abandoned her soundless home forever. Now she wanders this world seeking the silence she lost. Any civilian who makes noise, even by accident, becomes her immediate prey. To Harken, she isn't committing murder. She's restoring peace. But to everyone else, she's a silent, unstoppable visitor with motives no human can understand. MP is a rusted, forgotten prototype of Danbox sitting deep within storage. Though its body is falling apart, its mind holds fragments of old data, distorted memories, suppressed messages, and secrets the government never intended to leak. Normally, it appears lifeless, unresponsive, and broken. But when fed 5 points, there's a small chance it will activate just long enough to speak. When it does, the things it says are unsettling. Sometimes it issues warnings. Sometimes it reveals cryptic details about killers or government failures. Other times it speaks as if remembering a past it was never programmed to have. It acts less like a machine and more like something haunted by its own corrupted code. No one knows how it gained this knowledge, why it remembers what it remembers, or what else it might reveal if fully restored. For now, it remains a rusted relic holding truths hidden in the static of its broken circuitry.